Good evening, welcome to What's Up 415 and the next video diary. I'm starting a bit different this time. I'm starting the diary with my FTP test in the shed. So this is my shed. There's my sim rig where I spend far too much of my time, but I have managed to fit an extra screen on the side there with enough space for my bike, my aircon unit. Oh, I've got my fridge there as well, very important. Has big frozen bottle of water and some Desperados that have been in there about 3 years. Okay, so I have just over a minute of this free ride, the 8-minute free ride left to go. Just to remind you, my previous FTP was 143. It could go either way, couldn't it? Let's be honest. I felt a little bit rough on the last couple of rides I did outdoors, so I can keep that excuse in my back pocket for if I don't improve. I got to, if memory serves, I got to the 200 watt block and bailed out at that point. So if I can get to 210 or complete the two, even just more of the 200, I'll be pretty pleased. Anyway, as before, I'm not going to talk at all during this test. Here we go. I'm off. Wish me luck. I promise I dug as deep as I possibly could then. I think I did the 100, sorry, the 200. So that should be an improvement. Now I'm going to do the cool down while I'm getting a bit more breath back. Thank you so much for the comments on my last videos. I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it. It's so heartwarming, it's so lovely to see you. I'm genuinely touched by some of the messages I got from Strava, the WKG group, on Zwift and on YouTube with the videos. It's so lovely. There was one from Paul Trilk. Paul, I hope you're watching, mate. Yours is probably one of the only ones I didn't reply to. The simple reason is it genuinely choked me up properly. I didn't actually know how to reply. I know you wouldn't have wanted a reply. I weren't, you know, I know that's not why you do it, but the words you chose just really got me. So, Paul, please be watching this, and please know that if I don't reply to your message, that is the reason. Anyway, you don't need to see me do another 5.5, nearly 6 minutes, sorry, of cool down. So I will cut all this and jump to, hopefully, my new FTP results. There we go. Right, how do I find my FTP? So it's put FTP at 150. I didn't set that, so am I right in assuming that's automatically done it? Who knows? Right, if I click end ride now, is it going to tell me anything here? Anyway, I mentioned obviously I've done another weight test. So I will come out of this and upload the weight test now. Okay, usual thing. Have no expectations, won't be disappointed either way if I've gained, lost or stayed the same. I need to know the numbers so it's something to work from. I've covered the scales with a foam acoustic ceiling panel, so hopefully that will save your eyeballs from anything you shouldn't be seeing. Right, here we go. Like I say, no disappointment whichever way it goes. What the f***? How have I put on 1.2? I've put 1.2 kilograms back on. You know, it's occurred to me, those smoothies could be part of my problem. I've been making and drinking a lot of them recently, and the idea is that they were meal replacement smoothies, but I seem to just be having them as additions to my regular meals. So, albeit I'm getting plenty of vitamins, I can't imagine they're doing much for my intended weight loss. Also, you'd very much be forgiven for being suspicious that I'm churning out previously used footage for these videos, because the rides or the routes are all the same. But I promise you, it's a new day, a new ride, new pain, new breathlessness, just same roads. So, being the massive big head that I am, I've been watching back some of my old cycling videos from yesteryear, and I started making a list of all the local-ish climbs that I did, mainly on my Cervelo, but I've done them on this bike as well. And I think that needs to be my next target, to try and go back to the likes of Box Hill, Leith Hill, Toys Hill, and conquering those soon. Box Hill obviously isn't especially steep, but it's still pretty draining. Leith Hill's got a nasty kick to it, and Toys Hill is just disgusting. With that said, I am not going to allow myself to take on any new, more difficult challenges until I have successfully completed the 3 climbs that I've had to stop on so far in this last few weeks. The first one, the Enterdent. That's really not good. Absolute hideous climb, possibly the worst of the 3. Also, Beechwood. I feel like a fraud and a failure. That was the last climb I failed on, I believe. But before that, this one. Recognise that? That is the absolute mother bitch wanker of a climb that I did on, I think, my first diary ride. It's a long, steep, loose, stepped, just absolute bag of a climb that goes all the way up into the woods. But it's the first one I've failed on, so it should be the first one I try to crack. I'm going to cheat slightly. I'm going to take my helmet off. I'll be going so slow, I'm very unlikely, fingers crossed, to damage myself. And I've got a new streamlined, more cooling, efficient hairdo, which I need to try out. So I could stand here all day and talk about it, putting it off, but probably best we crack on. Thanks very much. Thank you. Sorry. You'll probably overtake me again in a minute.
I shouldn't.
Oh, okay. This is as fast as I can go anyway. Oh, damn it. I failed. I need a rest anyway. I might have been able to go a bit further, but I chose a bad route then. I got caught on one of the steps. With the speed I was going, I had to unclip or I was going to fall off. I'm struggling anyway. That's disappointing. So I'm going to have to come back here again. Oh, try another time. I did tell you. Thank you. It's made harder by the little steps. Every time you hit one of these little ridges,
Yeah.
just throws you off your rhythm, and
Yeah.
it's really tricky. But
I can get that.
yeah. Oh, next time I'll get to the top.
Impressed.
Thank you. Well, I got quite a bit further than I did last time, but I've decided I'm going to not bother walking or going to the top because it actually flattens off very soon anyway, and that defeats the point. So I'm actually going to turn back, head back down the way I was, so I can experience a slightly different route for my way home rather than just following my usual path. It's definitely nicer doing those slow climbs without the crash helmet on. Just letting the heat escape from my head. I think it was about here that I stopped on my first attempt. So I actually managed to go quite a bit further. So I will take a small victory from that, but it's still not the one I was looking for. I have put my helmet back on, by the way, for this descent. I'm not that daft. Also, this will probably be the last ride of this diary entry because I'm actually going away over the weekend. I got my dates wrong for a trip to my mum's up in the Midlands. So I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning. Oh, my foot just popped out my pedal. Oh, that was scary. This is far too technical for a gravel bike, this bit in particular. And the hill I was just trying to climb, I think. Definite mountain bike territory. I'm sure I've said that quite a number of times before, and I'm sure I've said I'm definitely getting a mountain bike quite a number of times before. I still haven't got one. Oh, congratulations, by the way, to Caroline Winters, who's just got her first gravel bike. Rick Visser, who's just ordered his first gravel bike. Thomas Hansen, who's just got his first e-mountain bike. I'd like to think I played a part in inspiring all three of those. That'd make me a proper social media influencer, wouldn't it? And I think they were all Canyons, so Canyon, come and sponsor my channel just by sending me a mountain bike. Don't want any money, just a nice top of the range carbon fibre Fox Factory shocks or whatever they're called mountain bike. Oh look, there's the alpacas that I misidentified as llamas, and someone quite rightly corrected me on my previous video. Look at this though, look at this, it's just beautiful. There are definite pros and cons for working for yourself from home. The cons being that there's never really a end of work day or end of work week as such. It's just if you have work on, you do it. The pros, if you're able to manage your time and get your work done, and you've got this kind of place on your doorstep. I mean, look at that. That's got That's got to warm the coldest of souls, surely. Weather like this and views like those. I'm getting all poetic in my old age. Do you know what? As it's such a stunning day, and this is my last ride of the week, and because it's just over there, I'm going to try the Beechwood climb as well. Almost certainly won't make it, but I'll just do the same. If I'm struggling and I have to stop, I'll just turn around and roll back down again. Okay, here it is. What is this road actually called? Does it even have a name? Doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to, because it goes to Beechwood Riding School, I'm just going to continue to call it Beechwood Climb. Anyway, helmet off. I know this is a really bad habit, but it won't be this hot forever in the UK. Probably not even this time next week. So I'll be all right keeping my helmet on from then. Right, wipe my eyes. Swig of Go Juice. Right, I'm gonna go further around here a little bit so I can clip in before I start the actual climb. So I don't want to waste energy trying to clip in. Oh, come on. 1, 2, there we go. Right, up and away. So this is the hill with the very big angry dogs at the top. Hopefully they're still contained if I get up there. Uh-oh. Ah, chain drop, no way! That never happens. Oh. Alright, I'm just counting that as a pause, not a stop. That's the first one I've ever had on this bike. Right, I haven't moved an inch, so it doesn't count as a stop. It doesn't really count as a rest, because that was exhausting doing that. Right, here we go. I don't think I'm in the... Oh, I'm unclipped as well now. Goodness sake. Right, deep breath, calm down. We go again. Yeah, I don't know what gear I'm in. Oh, but it's working. Have I got an easier gear? Yes, I have. Will it go into it without dropping? Yes, it has. Right, we're still going. Yes, yeah, I'm over the hardest bit. Come on, I'm proper pleased with that. Oh, that last bit is so steep. Yes. I'm going to end the video there. So next week, same again. Probably try the Enterdent first. Another FTP test. Another weigh-in. Fingers crossed for some bigger improvements. But that's all down to how much I put into it, I suppose. So I'm likely to eat and drink a lot this weekend at my mum's. So weight might still be an issue. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again for all the lovely comments. And I'll see you on the next one.